project based, so you can't spend all of the money on high performance. You have to spend some on development. And that is the problem, I think, in badminton and in African badminton. We don't have private sponsors. It's government or lottery.
Let's get on with the match. So you know the girls, Chris?
Yes, I think it will be a tight game. Oh. Yeah, maybe the lights in the middle of the court not ideal.
We've been playing here for the past 4 days.
Yes.
So it can't be an excuse.
So DNA, the only left-hander
Yeah,
on the
that's what
court.
I was about to say. She's quite talented. Saw her yesterday.
Yeah, our left-handers are quite...
Don't start, Chris. For those of you who don't know, Chris is a left-handed player. And that's an advantage for a badminton player.
I think, they say so. You are so used to playing right-handers and playing on their backhand, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
that is the guy's forehand.
But especially in the doubles, quite tricky sometimes. And how old are the two youngsters? So
Amy and DNA are 17, so they will have 1 year next year as well in the junior section.
and next year we are going to have the World Africa under 19 as well.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
Is it every year now?
no, it's not every year. But South Africa under 19 was supposed to be held last year in Benin, but because of the pandemic, obviously we couldn't go ahead. So that's why we're doing the last year's edition this year, so but not to penalize the players, to give them the opportunity, to play an African championship. That's from next year. We'll continue our 2 years.
Just back to the schedule.
Years, under 19, under 15. Ackerman.
Yeah, it's 6-point lead at the moment. So very good start.
Yep. And the girls in pink.
But the senior All Africa is now every year.
Yeah.
I think in our days it was also every 2 years.
It was indeed every 2 years. But yeah, I mean, since 4 or 5 years ago, I mean, we decided to have it every year. Actually, to give the players more opportunities to play. And when you have an African championship, you have government committing funding and so on. That was the best thing to do. And also remember, African championship, either the team or the individual championship, sanctioned by the BWF. So whoever plays the championship will get a bit of world ranking points. So obviously, the more points, the better. Instead of every 2 years, every
Yes.
year you get the point, get the opportunity. Especially when you have to qualify for the Olympics, for the World Championship, that's even better.
So a 11-4 lead by Demi and Deirdre here. I think they had a very good start. So let's see if they can keep it up.
Probably the experience.
They also know each other's game, playing against each other back home.
Yeah. But traditionally, South Africans have been quite good at doubles, especially women's double. So is there any reason why, compared to other countries, we see, for example, specialization in doubles is quite early on sometimes for your players? Any
I don't think it's not that we focus on it, but singles is very tough, and you have to play, like we said, you have to play outside the country a lot. Most players go for singles, so it's also more difficult to qualify. You start in the qualifying rounds for tournaments, where the doubles and mixed doubles is a bit easier there.
yeah.
So traditionally, women's doubles is long rallies. The women at the top level as well, they have the defense of the men, but they can't hit through each other. So it's long rallies. You have to work
Move
very
the
hard.
momentum on and eventually finding the right opportunity to attack. That was a good drive, but good follow-up as well. But
Yes. So keeping the lead, and that's what I said. If you worked hard, or if you were lucky to get a lead, then you just have to keep the lead. Win 1 point, lose 1 point.
that's in theory. How it's a rally point system. Every point counts.
Yes, yes.
Good rally. Up.
So one of the long rallies I talked about, and you must be able to play like this for 3 sets.
Exactly.
16-8, the 8-point lead.
Very good from Olivier. Huh? Straight in the middle.
Yeah,
That's
and
where you need to hit.
short as well.
Ouch.
just a few mistakes from the youngsters. Can't keep the rally going at the moment.
Yep, indeed. Some pressure, perhaps. That was short.
In doubles, you can't play a slow shot to the net, then you're in trouble.
Exactly. But she was lucky there this time. That's out.
That's better from the girls in green, keeping the rally going, then you have a chance.
Good, good. It's like they're getting back in the game.
Yeah, still a 4 points to catch up. That's why it's so important, if you are not in the game yet or you're maybe struggling, just stay with your appointment. Don't give too big of a lead away.
Yep. Lucky. I think they are being more aggressive now.
Yes, still 4 match points.
That's it.
Doubles final.
I think Olivier, Amy and Jan may start the second game.
It looks like they are now in the game. One of the important components is establishing.
It's like you and your brother dominated Africa for quite some time.
Yeah, and it's not, you know.
So are these two regular partners? From
You know,
the same province?
no, they are not any of these. And I think with COVID, that is the challenge now, is to find combinations now after COVID that we can start playing again. But yes, I think I don't know of any country in Africa where they have national training centers. You know, they live in their own towns and their own province, and they don't train together. We don't have the advantage of a national training center, maybe.
No, I mean, that's the problem. Well, something that, our member association federation needs to work on. If we want to get better, we need to centralize the training at some point. And you mentioned earlier days that it was like that. If I'm not mistaken, you were all in Cape Town training together in South Africa, and then you had results. So I think that's key for us to be able to move ahead and reach, the international level, world level.
So 3-all, staying together at the moment.
Yeah. A good return by Timmy.
Yeah, we always
Again, stop at the net by Jan, and again a mistake. Other side. Down in the middle and good follow up.
and back to 6-all.
That's a nice jump.
Yeah, maybe trying to play a shot and not being in position for that shot.
Sure.
So in badminton, we have to decide so quickly what shot to play.
Less than 1 second.
So especially the shot just comes. No,
It's all about the training, what we do training every day.
no time to think what shot to play.
Automatization of the comes back to the training, as you do every day. Game stop by Jan.
Yeah.
Looks like she has some difficulties in pushing the shuttle, so perhaps she's more used to playing singles than doubles.
And one thing we have to work on with I think everyone is a different mindset for singles and doubles. So a lot of times they play single shots in the doubles, where it's a slow drop to the net, but in doubles you must play a faster drop.
That's also brain memory, like you said. If you train singles every day, so obviously. But for us Africans, sometimes the 2-3 events,
Yeah.
team events, so then you need to get better in both singles and doubles.
So then you have to change your mindset and say, right, now it's double shots.
You just switch.
So 11-8 lead for the ladies in pink again. And it's now where the partnerships are important. You know, we are under pressure. How are we gonna get through this?
Help each other.
If the one doesn't have a good day, the other one must help.
That's why when you know your partner well, you know exactly when this will happen. You want to, you know, help him out, her out. Happens to everybody, yeah?
Yes.
The day off.
So in any sport, like in badminton, the goal is to not to make unforced errors.
Yep.
Like that one, it was not really forced or too fast on you on the body.
Yep.
If we can cut out the unforced errors, it puts pressure on the opponent.
Yeah, that's true. And then, I mean, for this match, we saw a lot of them force errors, pairs. It's all about the right skills, right training.
Yep.
Also sometimes in the head.
Yeah, and I think it's also tournament, you know, match practice. So you can train this, but it's just different in a match.
The pressure. Second time she missed that shot. 15-12 now for the pink ladies.
Yes, and you know sometimes the score is so close you can't afford those unforced errors,
Yeah.
and that's what makes the difference. One point difference.
Blink of an eye, they may be happy. A good volley. Nice attack. Good one.
That's what the rallies must be.
That's the key. Nice.
at the back attacking in the front can kill.
And we heard the girls talking to each other, shouting, communicating.
Yes.
That's what we want to see. Again, but defense, her position exactly. She showed us how to
She
do it.
knows. She knows. You have to move the feet even in defense.
Exactly. You have to cover your side.
Very close now, 18-19.
Yep.
So now it's all about pressure. Who can handle the pressure? 18-19.
Quite tight. Talking about pressure.
Yeah. Good serve, good return of serve.
Match point.
And another unforced error. 21-19, second game.
21-16 and 21-19. So the ladies in pinks won the match. And they are quite happy as well. I think it's their first international title.
Yes, I think so. So they are very happy with that. And you know, as older players, you are always under attack from the youngsters that want to take over. So a good win for the ladies.
So a good one. One more gold medal for South Africa after the win by Juanita Scholz in the women's singles earlier on today.
It was like a quite tough match in the second set, exactly. So, Demi, congratulations first for the game. Just tell me, how do you feel about winning the first international tournaments after a long time?
Thank you. There's not much I can say. I'm super, super, super happy about it. I think it went super well and we combined so well, so I'm happy.
Deirdre, for second final today, so after we spoke about the first final, so you seem like quite happy, confident after your performance today. So now we are having another final in Abu Dhabi. So what is your plan for the next final? And what is
Yeah, we start the final after winning that match in 2 sets. We have only played 3 tournaments together, so coming here and winning this one, it's a big one for us.
That's great. So for this time, after a long time, you know, practicing is not good enough and so on. So how do you feel about winning the tournament after a long time? You didn't play?
Yeah. Obviously, COVID's been a tough one to work around, but I feel like obviously we've done really well with what we've had, so it's only up from here.
Congratulations again and good luck, Deirdre, for the next time. Thank you.